What's up, everybody? Today's going to be a quick drumcast. It was a crazy weekend of recording and St. Patrick's Day fun and antics. I come to you today um, having been enriched by the entire experience. The Starting Friday morning, going upstate to the studio, setting drums up, picking cymbals, picking snare drums, tuning drums, miking drums, getting sounds, doing some recording, and getting everything ready for the weekend's recording sessions. Always super fun. It's always great working with acoustic live drums, working with an engineer who also happens to be a drummer, but also has incredible ears, incredible instincts for sound, and a passion for recording, which is such an amazing environment to work in. So, having done that, then going up on Saturday, and really myself being surprised, despite getting somewhat of a late start, how quickly we were able to get drums recorded for 4 songs. And here, listen, here's the other part of why I like recording live drums or doing live sessions, as opposed to, let's say, me recording my drum parts here or at the studio by myself to pre recorded scratch tracks. Myself and my guitar player in the same room, him going direct to the board recording scratch tracks, and us playing the songs together to get the initial drum tracks down. That was great. You know, the communication visually between the two of us, um, it just makes for such a better recording because the feel is there, the magic is there between musicians. So we had a great time getting that done. We really did, or I did. I mean, you know what I mean. We got them drum tracks down pretty quickly. Everything really, really sounding good. Very, very happy with it. Super happy with it. Um, so yeah, this is a great Monday morning. Our weather is turning here on the East Coast, in the Northeast. It's a beautiful day out. It was beautiful over the weekend, and a lot of fun hanging out with good friends and just great people all around, all weekend long. I am very, very lucky. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on that. Um, we are working on some songs in band, and listen, I think the band has really turned around. I think the attitudes have shifted, the overall energy has shifted for this semester, and yeah, people are coming together. People are really starting to work. Everything's coming together way sooner than it did last semester, and people do seem excited. I talked a little bit on last week's show. I did not do a Friday show because of everything that was going on. But on Wednesday, I talked about being having that mindset about, oh, this song's boring, that song's boring. To me, what I tell my students when they say that is, do you love to play the drums? And they say yes. And I said, well, then love to play the drums. Just love playing the drums. Just enjoy playing the drums. No matter what song it is, it could be maybe less than you want to be playing. It could be a little simpler than you're used to or than you want. Um, but just love to play the drums. Like, to me, it doesn't really matter. Sure, there are some boring songs and whatnot, but for me, if I'm playing drums at all, I'm having a good time. But I think with my experience, I've been able to get to the point where I can appreciate all of the nuances in a song, the dynamics, the highs and the lows, like I talked about last week. I can appreciate that stuff. For a younger person, a newer student, maybe not so much, right? So that's something that I want to keep reinforcing for my students. Um, as far as technique and stuff like that goes today, always be working on your triplets, because aside from straight eighth notes and straight 16th notes, a triplet is an opportunity to play something that has a slightly different feel, a strange feel, but something that can make your playing way more interesting by adding that extra element. We've talked about triplets before. Triplets are when you have normally two notes in a space and you add a third, changing two notes into three in the same space in the same amount of time, so that the three notes, at least the second two, would be shifted over. Or, let me see. The first note would always be on the downbeat. The second note would be shifted over to make room for the third, so that each note is equally distanced, and then equally distanced from the next note or the next triplet. Okay, so 1 and 2 and becomes 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Notice they're a little bit faster because now we have to fit 3 notes into one space or one beat. 1 and 2 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 and 2 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Those are eighth note triplets. If we have 16th notes, we have 4 per beat. We will now insert 2 extra 16th notes in between the first 2, shifting over to make them evenly spaced, and then 1 in between the second 2 16th notes, shifting them all over to be 6 equally spaced notes, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, as opposed to 1 E and a 2 E and a, right? 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 1 E and a 2 E and a, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 1 E and a 2 E and a. So we're adding these notes in, making them faster, because we now have to fit, again, 3 notes where we used to fit 2. All right, so work on your triplets, work on your single stroke, work on your double strokes. If you have the opportunity, buy the book Stick Control. It is an amazing book that deals with eighth notes and triplets, and then also lefts and rights, changing the patterns of your lefts and rights, including double strokes, single strokes, triple strokes, quadruple strokes, paradiddles, and different patterns to really get your hands going, get your control going, and get your speed going as well. So check out the Stick Control book. I've been working with a few of my students, and even the younger ones really love the challenge of getting those lefts and rights correct as they're working through these exercises. So anyway, I think that's about it. I have a very busy, well, actually, it's no longer morning, very busy afternoon coming up. I will spend more time with you guys next time, which will be on Wednesday. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. See you on Wednesday.